Now it's playtime. Skill up. Skill up. Huh? Yeah, it's over. You already found everything I had.
Every morning, around the same time, my dog, Millie, walks over to our glass door and sits quietly. She doesn't bark, she doesn't scratch at the door. She simply stares out into the yard as if she knows someone special is about to arrive. A few minutes later, a little squirrel comes running across the yard and heads straight toward our house like he belongs here. His name is Esquilo, and his story began in a way none of us ever expected.
Hey, Esquilinho! You finally came, Esquilinho! Vem cá! Vem cá, Esquilinho! We were missing you!
One afternoon, my 16-year-old daughter came into the house holding the tiniest squirrel I had ever seen. He had fallen from his nest and was in terrible shape. He was dehydrated, weak, and one of his eyes was infected. He barely had the strength to move.
Hey, sleepy boy.
We had never cared for a
sleeping?
squirrel before, so we had a lot to learn.
Are you asleep?
My daughter loves animals and hopes to become a veterinarian someday.
Yeah.
She immediately started researching everything she could about caring for a baby squirrel. She learned how to feed him, keep him warm, and help him recover. She deserves all the credit for those first few days. She stayed up late reading and making sure we were doing everything correctly. Little by little, Esquilo began getting stronger.
Tap on his tail. Really?
Since I work from home, I spent most of my days with him. My office is right inside the house, so it was easy to keep him close while I worked. At first, he slept most of the day. He loved curling up in my lap while I answered emails or took care of things around the house. As he got healthier, he started following me everywhere. If I walked into the kitchen, he followed. If I sat down at my desk, he climbed onto my shoulder. Before long, it felt like I had a tiny assistant with me all day long.
Yeah, it's very scary. It's really scary. He can bite you. Come here.
During this time, we were very careful around our dog, Millie. She has always been gentle, but we still wanted to make sure Esquilo was safe. The first time Millie met him, something surprised all of us. Instead of getting excited, she became calm and careful.
I think he was...
It was almost as if she understood that this tiny squirrel needed protection. From the very beginning, she accepted him as part of our family. As Esquilo continued to grow stronger, he became more adventurous. He started climbing on everything he could find. One day, I placed him on a wooden column in our living room to see what he would do. Without any hesitation, he took off climbing. That was the moment I realized he was ready to return to the outdoors. Our goal had never been to keep a wild animal inside forever. We simply wanted to help him heal, and then give him the chance to live where he belonged. Even knowing that, letting him go was hard.
Hã? O que você tá com esse rabão empinado? Hã? Você quer aqui? Vem cá. Aqui, não sei o que você quer. Vem cá. Vem cá comigo. Vem cá. Vem cá. Vem cá. Vem cá. Vem cá.
The first night he stayed outside, I barely slept. I kept thinking about him out there alone. The next morning, around 7 o'clock, I went outside and called his name. A few minutes later, I saw movement near the trees. Then I saw him running toward me.
Vem. Vem cá. Vem. Vem aqui. Vem. 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 That's you. I saw you. I saw you. Vamos ver. Vamos ver.
I almost cried right there in the yard. He jumped onto my shoulder just like he always had. We went inside together and I prepared his formula with a syringe like before. Afterward, he enjoyed some nuts and explored the kitchen as if nothing had changed. From that day forward, Esquilo began visiting us regularly. Every morning around 7:30, Millie waits by the glass door for him. When he arrives, she gets excited but remains gentle. Wherever Millie goes, Esquilo follows. The three of us often spend time outside together. He runs along the fence, climbs trees, and then comes right back. Watching their friendship has been one of the sweetest experiences of my life. To me, Esquilo's story is a reminder that kindness can change a life, even when that life is very small. Sometimes all an animal needs is a little help, a little patience, and a safe place to recover. If you're ever thinking about rescuing or adopting an animal, please take the time to learn what that animal needs and make sure you're ready for the responsibility.
Pugnięto, onde você vai? Aqui, pugnięto. Aqui. Tchau, tchau. Tchau, tchau.
Every animal deserves proper care, patience, and commitment. And if this story touched your heart, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to help us share more stories like this. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today. We truly appreciate your support.
Aqui, Milho, aqui, Milho. Aqui, Milho, aqui, Milho. Aqui, Milho, aqui.